welcome back to my channel. Yes. So, we've got quite a bit to get through it. Anyhow, let's just get started. Hello, big up to Devious Ducky and to Rosa as well. Big up to both of you already in here. Gundogan and Ederson both staying. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit. Pep will be gone next season when the shit hits the fan. We're better off signing a different manager. Or better off getting a different manager, should I even say. Pep is moving, he's moving proper suspect, isn't he? I don't get what he's doing. One moment, it looks like we're rebuilding, we're signing players, I dare get excited. The next moment, I am brutally reminded you should never, ever be excited. So, yeah, I mean, this is what typical City feels like, isn't it? This is typical City stuff. Sad days. Lateness is greatness. No, it isn't. I'm late because I literally forgot I was gonna stream today. I literally forgot about this stream. My apologies for being late. Good, what about you? Yeah, I'm doing great. No, I'm not doing great. I'm fucking lying. I'm a liar. I'm not doing great, bro. I'm not doing great. Bro, we need gold right now. I'm praying every day. I've got my fucking cross with me. I'm praying every day, bruh. In fact, let me wear this cross on my neck as we go through this video. Give me a moment. There you go. As we go through this. Why did I call it a video? Anyhow, doesn't matter. Right, let's get to the first news here. So, as you have already read at this point, I hope, one of Nico Gonzalez or Gundogan is staying. Or leaving, should I say. How much is this apart? This is around noon. And this is 2 hours. In fact, it's exactly, no. It's 2 hours, 11 minutes apart. This is poetry. This is proper poetry. So, you see this news, one of Nico Gonzalez or Ilkay Gundogan. I think, well, of course, Gundogan is leaving. There is supposed to be a rebuild happening. We are supposed to be rebuilding. But where is this rebuild? We keep Ederson, not a rebuild, is it? We keep Ederson, we keep Bernardo Silva, we keep Gundogan. Kovacic hasn't left yet. Stones. Where is the rebuild? The only player that has left is De Bruyne. The best of the uncle. And people will try to argue that De Bruyne wasn't the best among the uncles. Watch what he does in the Serie A. And before you say, oh, he can't do that in the Prem, yes he can. Yes he can, and he would. If you surround him with young players, which we saw at the start of the season when he was playing with young players around him, he was brilliant. Against Crystal Palace, he was brilliant. That is the uncle we have decided to fuck off. Our greatest ever player. Inarguable. Premier League era. Go back to before Premier League era, short. I don't know anything of that. But in Premier League era, greatest ever player. You can't even argue about that. And we fucked him off because it was fortunate contract situation. You know what we could have done? We could have signed De Bruyne for I don't know, or given De Bruyne his extension because he took a big pay cut at Napoli. He took a massive pay cut. We could have signed him an extension at that same pay cut. We could have let Bernardo go on a free, given De Bruyne the captaincy. Because De Bruyne's self-performance better. We could have not played GUNDO so much, and he would be gone already. So both Gundogan and Bernardo Silva could have been gone already. But we're still here. We are still at the same place we were at the end of last season. This is what happens when you talk about rebuilds, but nobody wants to rebuild. Mostly so even the manager who wants to rebuild the least doesn't want to rebuild. You can't explain this. You can't explain this. Just doesn't want to. Hello, big up to him. How are you? Alf, Eddie, and Gundo are amazing. Pep loves them both. Doesn't really matter how much you love them, does it? They'd washed. They'd washed. Yeah, sure, they were amazing at some point. Now they'd washed. I don't know. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. So I'm not gonna go into this too hard. So I can't tell if you're joking. Text is difficult, but they'd washed. Like that's the truth. They'd washed. Old. That photo on your account. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I did make a promise, guys. I did make a promise. Let me scroll down a bit. There you go. I did promise that I would be showing up as a priest on the first day of the season, which I believe is August the 16th. So there you go. My suit arrived. Or it's literally right here. This is it. So, I fulfill my promises. Hope my address was bad actually. It was on the back. I didn't dox myself. I almost doxed myself though. I am angry. I am upset. Understandably so. Oh, big up to Rosa. Let me pin that. Let me quickly pin that, and let's go back to the transfer news as well. Oh, that's so annoying. You can't pin messages into YouTube, like, popped out chat. You have to go into YouTube itself. Very annoying. There you go. Pinned. And let's get back to chat. People like you, Alfie, Lewis, Liam, need to do better as influencers. Bro, I don't know what you expect us to do. I don't know what you expect us to do. I have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I can't push these people out. I'm not gonna abuse them, because that's just immoral. I can criticize them all I want. My criticism will not get these players out of the club. Stankovic did his medical. Look at that! Why is Club Brugge? Why is Club Brugge? Nobody cares about friendlies. Why is Club Brugge winning a trophy and signing a player on the same day? They won a trophy and signed a player on the same day. By the way, just some details on that trophy. That is 12 seasons in a row that Club Brugge has won a trophy. Same date they signed a new player. Same date that they completed 12 seasons in a row with a trophy in hand. Ridiculous. And this is where we are at. Big up to Lewis, I guess. MCFC, I'm pretty new here. Big up to Lewis, thank you for coming in. I think it's Lewis. Excuse me if the pronunciation is wrong. It was correct decision to get rid of De Bruyne. What has gone wrong is not getting rid of anyone else. I don't care much about De Bruyne leaving one way or another. But when we are getting rid of De Bruyne in order to keep Silva, Akanji, Stones, Gundogan, that is a problem. If we got rid of De Bruyne and everyone else, chill. If we keep De Bruyne as captain, because you need an experienced captain, sure, keep De Bruyne as your experienced captain, still get rid of the rest. De Bruyne was the last of the uncles we needed to get rid of. He's the only one we've gotten rid of. Should he have left? Sure, I don't mind. I don't mind that he left. What I do mind is that he is the one who left when all these players who are much less deserving are staying. I think that's disrespectful to De Bruyne. I think it's a joke on the club how we are failing to rebuild. I mean, it's just so many different things here that come together for the frustration of Man City fans right now. Tell Luke to start a live stream. Well, he's got things to do, I imagine. Man City, Man United is on the 14th of September. So, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. We may very well lose that game, and Bremo and Cunha will score that there. How are you, Alf? I'm doing, I was doing good, until I remembered to do a stream, and then I remembered I'm a Man City fan. Ole. Why, Alfie? Why are you showing up as a priest? So the story behind that priest suit is I'm gonna pray on the watch along to make Man City good again at the start of the season. Eddie is the perfect player for Pep, and Gundo brings quality and experience. Just maybe use a little less, that's all. Well, Eddie is not the perfect keeper for Pep. Pep just likes Ederson. There's a difference between those two. Pep likes Ederson, not because he's good, not because he's great. He may have been that in the past, but he likes Ederson because he likes Ederson. As far as Gundo goes, it's really quite the same story. He likes him. It's not about how good the player is, it's not about how much leadership he brings, it's about Pep liking these players. Pep Guardiola and Gundogan are neighbors. If your boss is your neighbor, you're chilling. My teacher in elementary school, in 6th grade, I've told this story before on my channel during a watch along, was my neighbor. And I was growing up, I was always in the B class, so it was an A, B, and C class. It meant nothing, it was just because there were too many students, so they had to divide into 3 different classes. In 6th grade, I went to the C class. I was always in the B class, but I went to the C class because I wanted to be in the classroom of my neighbor, who was the teacher of that class. My grades stayed about the same. No difference there. But you know what happened? I got scolded way less for my behavior. Because I was a problem child in elementary school. I would not pay attention at all. I was scolded way less for that. You know why? Because my teacher was also my neighbor and a friend of my parents, and my teacher saw me every day, even in the holidays. I know that's not a direct comparison to work life, but when your boss is also your neighbor, it's hard to stay unbiased. Ederson I went off there. Ederson staying too. Absolute joke of a club. That's not confirmed yet, and I'm coping, bro. I'm clutching my cross, I'm coping. It doesn't be that way, but it's looking like that right now, isn't it? And if Ederson stays, does that mean we don't get Trafford? I mean, I don't know how good Trafford is, but what if Trafford ends up being great? Are we gonna miss out on him for Ederson? I don't mind having a poor goalkeeper next season if it's Trafford, who we know is gonna be an experiment when we know that Donnarumma is gonna be available on a free. Again, none of these things individually are that big of a deal, are they? Gundogan staying? Individually? Not a big deal. If Silva leaves, if Ederson leaves, Akanji leaves, not a big deal. The problem is all of these guys are staying. If Ederson is the one who stays, and we get rid of Gundogan, Akanji, and I can keep going through the list, but we get rid of the rest, I don't mind that much. It's the fact that everyone's staying. We're not improving, we're not rebuilding, we're doing nothing. We're standing still, basically. We watch Liverpool sign Ekitike, I believe his name is. Something like that. We stand still. Newcastle sign Ilanga. We stand still. Chelsea sign, what's his name? João Pedro. We stand still. We have been standing still like statues. That is my problem. It's not that 1 or 2 even players stay. It's that they all are staying. It's not a rebuild when everyone stays. Does the rebuild happen when a certain man leaves the club? That's something to talk about. What man are you talking about, Luke? What man are you talking about? Of course, you need to hear it from the horse's mouth. They say don't stare the gift horse in the mouth, but I'll do it anyhow. What manager or what person specifically? City will get exposed against Wolves. Bro, Wolves is shit enough that I think we'll win. But, bro, we have some rough fixtures coming up. Tottenham, yeah. People will sleep on Tottenham. I think Tottenham will spank all big clubs next season. At least once. Because everyone will look down upon them. But with Thomas Frank, they're a new beast. They'll spank everyone. Hold that for yesterday. Bro. If England wants to win a game, win it in regular time. That game was boring as fuck. I'm sorry, yeah, that's the worst game I've watched in the women's Euros. If you want to win a game, do it in regular time. I'm not watching extra time anymore. Please get Matthias Jessel to the club. I've literally never heard of him. Pep is dragging this club through the mud. I'm assuming a manager. I don't mind a new manager. I really don't. I really think, because what people do, yeah, people say you will never have a manager who did what Pep did. Correct. Neither will Pep do what he did in the past. That's what I think people need to realize when they say you'll never have someone who did what Pep did. Yeah, Pep isn't gonna do that anymore either. Ludovic Reis, Nico Gonzalez, Ardon Yashari. I mean, Ludovic Reis is an 8, so I'm not sure why he's in a list with 2 6s, but sure. Gundo is saying, last season, Pep will keep playing the dusted unk and we'll get fucked. Bro, people said, to be fair, I said this myself, but people said that when Pep Leenert comes in and a new coach comes in, he'll challenge Pep and he won't make the same mistakes. I'm seeing the same players staying, so that's a mistake. I'm also seeing Pep Guardiola making the same mistakes against Al Hilal. So he's making the same mistakes. People said he won't make the same mistakes when the new backroom staff comes in, yet the same mistakes, as of right now, are being made. If Pep Guardiola is making the same mistakes, he has to go. He has to change. Football is not static. He revolutionized football. Now football is drifting away from him. Change or get left behind like Jose Mourinho. It's that simple. I don't care how good you were in the past. Neither does Pep Guardiola himself care, by the way. There's plenty of quotes about Pep Guardiola saying that what you did in the past isn't enough. So clearly he doesn't care about the past. So why should I? Fix up. Really, you can't make the same mistakes 2 seasons in a row, no matter how good you were in the past. I'll also never understand the logic behind letting De Bruyne go and keeping Gundo, Silva and Kova. Bro, we could have kept De Bruyne on reduced wages and let the other 2 go. I mean, Gundogan was going to leave. All we had to do is play Nico Gonzalez. Gundogan needs to get a certain amount of minutes or games. Not sure if it was minutes or games, but he needed to get a certain amount of playing time, at least. All we had to do is play Nico Gonzalez, don't play Gundogan, and Gundogan would have been gone already. That's all we had to do. Instead, Nico Gonzalez has rotted on the bench, and Gundogan is stuck here for another year. With Bernardo Silva, we could have easily decided to let Bernardo Silva go on a free. Because that way, you go to Benfica, you tell Benfica, you can have Bernardo Silva for free, but you need to pay him a bonus to compensate his wages that he'll lose. They will accept that. At least one club in Europe will accept a deal like that. We could have done that. But no, we made Bernardo captain. You look at Chelsea selling Madueke to Arsenal, and you think, gosh, we could earn $1 billion with the old players we have in our squad. Instead, we do nothing. We do nothing. We are just sitting here, taking the piss. That's what we are doing. These players who are good enough to play, who have played and shown their quality, are gonna hold bench. Kusanov gonna hold bench to Akanji. Akanji is not leaving, forget it. If he was leaving, he would be gone already. Kusanov is gonna hold bench to Akanji. Peter Hayes going out on loan. Echeverri going out on loan. Nico Gonzalez may not leave. It's like a dance, isn't it? Everyone starts dancing, bro, and let's throw in some predictions. Will it be Gundogan who leaves, or Gonzalez to leave? Or maybe both. Let's do a trifecta. No backup DM. Kovacic to leave too. We'll be back at square one. But, no, we're taking the piss. Guardiola out now. There you go. So if he keeps fucking up like this, I don't know why. I don't know why people keep defending him if he needs to make the same mistakes. I need a Bevel rant. Bevel, if you're watching right now, I'll send you the link. People want to see you rant. Pep will be gone in January. I don't know. I think he'll stick here until the end of the year and then he'll leave. Either he'll leave because he won nothing, or he'll leave because he won the Premier League or Champions League and thinks, I did it, let me fuck off now. I think that's what he's gonna do. There is no rebuild if Pep isn't getting rid of the uncles. He's not getting rid of them. We have to baby this guy. We have to treat him like a little kid. We give him his pencils, we give him his coloring book, and we treat him like a kid. This place, you use the color red. Wow, very well done, Pep. This place, you use the color green. Bravo, Pep. Okay, you don't use the color black. Let's take the color black. Black isn't a color. You get my point. Don't use black. Let's put black away. There you go. We'll put black away so you can't use that. Because this is a plant. And plants don't have black in it, right? So you want to use the color yellow. No brown. It's a plant. So let's take the brown pencil over. We're treating him like a fucking baby. You can do that exact same bit, yeah, that I just did, but with players. Okay, here you use Nico Gonzalez. Don't use Gundogan. Let's take Gundogan away and let's put him here and use Nico Gonzalez. Bravo, Pep. What top class manager do you have to fucking baby? That's what we are doing over here. Bro. Breaking news. KV Mechelen got a new player. Not sure if that's breaking news or not, but big up to Mechelen. Probably won't have one until Monday, bro. Because in the next few days, I'll see if Bevel can do. There you go. Yeah, YouTube is difficult, man. You're not just going live. I mean, that's what I do sometimes. This is a rant stream, so I just go live without preparing anything. But usually you set up streams and you've got to greetings and stuff. Oak Luke Ginger King. God, why is there so much chat here? Al versus you, Sneeb. Versus your Sneebeard? I don't know what Sneebeard is. I swear people will defend anything, Alfie. They will. When you are convinced of an opinion, you will defend that opinion no matter the evidence. Let me flip the switch. If Pep Guardiola wins the league title next season, there will still be people who will say Pep did things, or that Pep fucked it up. If Pep wins the league title next season, people will have taken the Pep out stance and dig in. However, if Pep Guardiola wins nothing last season or the next season and it's a disaster, people who have already dug in for Pep in, I guess, will stay dug in. You can't sack him. People have dug into their trenches. We have two trenches now, and a lot of people on no man's land who can go one way or another depending on what happens next season. So there will be people who defend Pep Guardiola no matter what next season, and there will be people who will hate Pep Guardiola no matter what next season. People have dug in. That is when all honest discourse gets thrown the fuck out of the window. That is the stage where we are at now. At least that's where I think we are at right now. Hugo Ekitike. Is that his name? Ekitike? Whatever. He's got a difficult name. Big up to Adam, how are you? Answer just like a pizza. I don't get the analogy there, actually. I don't get the analogy. It sounds funny, but I don't actually get what you mean by that. A lot of these silly fans are saying it's fine to have this transition season and finish 4th. Finish 3rd. Unless you mean next season. Last season was our transition season. If you're fine with the transition season, that was last year. Next year is our win something season. Win a Champions League, win a Premier League, or a Cup double. One Cup, not enough, bro. Cup double. Or Premier League, or Champions League. One of those 3. That's what you need to do for me. Orling komt to Americas. Big up. Bro, I have so many Brazilians in my chat. I don't know why. Brazil, popping off, bro. Where is Jay? Jay hasn't been in here for time. Get him in here. Get him in here. Back-to-back 4-0s at the Etihad for Tottenham. Bro, I will delete my Twitter account if we lose 4-0 at home to Tottenham. I can't be there on Twitter for that shit. Surely that is sackable, Alfie, and he'd get sacked at full time. He wouldn't. Tottenham will slap PSG. I don't think so. I think Tottenham is getting stronger, and people are sleeping on them. And I think people are also sleeping on PSG because they lost one game. PSG is a good team. They're not Barcelona from 2009 to 2011. They're just a team. So just respect them as a good team. Not greatest thing to ever be. They're just good. Same with Tottenham. I think PSG will win, but I think it will be narrow. And I think, no. No, Thomas Frank is not the best manager in the league. Oliver Glasner is better than Thomas Frank, in my opinion. Maresca is better than him tactically, but mentally a bit problematic. But let's see how he develops. And I think that Arne Slot is also better. So there's at least 3 managers better than Thomas Frank, in my opinion. But he is a very good manager. I'm not wasting my time watching City next season if these pensioners are still here. Ato, that's what you do. You gotta watch. You are the fan. You have to watch. You don't get a choice in this. You're the Man City fan. You watch. Because when you're a Man City fan, you will still be here when the manager leaves, when the players leave. You will still be here. When these players leave, we as the fans are still here. But when these managers leave, these owners leave, the fans are still here. The fans are what makes a club. A club is defined by its fan base. That's my opinion. We will still be here when all these players leave. And that is to further add to my argument. Players come second to the club. Club is the fan base, not the players. Not one single player defines this club. Fan base defines this club. So watch the team. Criticize, argue, call out, sure, but you've got to watch the team. I think as a fan, that's what you have to do. I just think you have to do that as a fan. I won't call you a fake fan, because it's not my right to call you that, but I think as a fan, you should watch the team. Well, he needs to ask for the link himself. I mean, I could send him the link, but if he's not found... Hulmont will replace Gonzalez. I also think Trevor is a bit busy right now. Hulmont. Let's see here. This guy. Morten Hulman. He plays at Sporting. Go. I mean, Man United looks like... Oh, fuck off. Man United look like they're gonna get him. Yeah. Looks like Man United will get him, to be completely honest. I doubt we'll sign anyone to replace Gonzalez. Should Gonzalez leave. I think if Gonzalez leaves, nobody comes in to replace him. That's my honest thoughts. No, we haven't played yet. When we play, it will be on stream. But I'm waiting for the new FIFA to come out. I'll buy the new FIFA, I won't buy the current one. City will lose the first 6 games. Watch this space. Cool? Let's go through the first 6 games. Man City. Man City. There you go. Let's watch the first 6 games. Wolves, Tottenham, Brighton, Man United, Arsenal, Burnley. Burnley at home we win. Arsenal away we lose. Man United, let's say a draw. So that's Brighton away, let's say a draw. Tottenham at home, let's say we lose. Wolves away we win. So we've got 2 wins. Wolves and Burnley. 2 losses and 2 draws. So in 6 games, we'd have a record of 2-2-2. For those who are not that good at maths, that means 8 points after 6 games. In that same period of time, Liverpool will probably be at 14, 15 points. So, Brentford away, I think, will be a stumbling block. Then I think we've got 3 doable games that I think Aston Villa will dip a bit. Then Liverpool, Dale Palmers, Newcastle, let's see how they develop. Cool. I doubt we lose our first 6 here, but there's a very real chance that our first 6 games will be diabolically bad. I hate that Kovacic clown. Ever since he joined, we went downhill. That's the exact sort of signing that put us where we are. I disagree. Kovacic was an okay signing. Problem was that we didn't fix up right back, and we didn't fix up our goalkeeper, who was getting worse. At that point, we had no way of knowing that Ederson would drop off. But I think we had other issues, other than Kovacic. I think it was just unfortunate. That said, I do think he has to go. I don't think Kovacic was a problem as a signing, but I do think that we need to get someone else than Kovacic. By the way, I fucking broke this thing. I broke my cross! Oh no! Can I fix this? I think you can. I think I can fix this, but I'll have to do it off. Now I've just got a chain. There you go, I broke my fucking cross. I've got this suit for 1 day, bro. But yeah, what our problem is not getting rid of poor players. You'll always make bad signings. At some point you'll make a bad signing. But you have to get rid of them. Kovacic, I think, was okay. In fact, I don't mind Kovacic staying for 1 more year. Yeah, there's other priorities to get rid of. But he can't be a starting player. And eventually you have to get rid of him. Especially when it's World Cup season and this is happening. Bro. All of these players are gonna want to play. It's World Cup season, as you say. And who's gonna get favoritism? Kovacic is trash, Diaz is trash. Get GUNDO back to Barca. They don't want him, bro. Hansi Flick saw Gundogan and said, bruv, you ain't doing this. Be expelled, bro, be expelled. The power of Christ compels you. Propels you. That's what Hansi Flick did when he came in. Pep to be schooled 2 seasons in a row. Y'all want to make me sad. That's the thing. Y'all want to make me sad. But that's where we're headed. I hope we lose. Nah. I want to win games. I want to win games, but Pep is on serious fraud watch. Gundo leaves. He's staying. He is staying. Pep team in the mud. You think some of Pep tactics are becoming useless or harder to work? Harder to work, absolutely. I mean, that's just how football works. Pep revolutionizes things. Now those revolutionary things are no longer revolutionary. It's very simple. Pep is a kid. He's acting like it. Alf versus my old teacher, bruv. He'll still beat my ass, I can't lie. Rumors are Otto of Ajax to Chelsea. There you go. Chelsea making signings. Chelsea is still making signings. They just won a trophy. They just won a trophy and they're still making signings. But what are we doing? You can't see that, but this is what I'm showing. This is what we're doing, bruv. We're ranking right now. We're doing fuck all. Another season of that shit football incoming. I'll never be Pep out even if we don't win a title again. Well, that's... Then you are a Pep fan. You're not a Man City fan at that point. Pep fan. I don't know what to say to that. Like, honestly, if you can't change your mind on things, if you can't say this manager has to go, then you are not a Man City fan. If Pep Guardiola gets us relegated and you're still not Pep out, you're not a Man City fan. It's that simple. And I don't like doing that gatekeeping thing, yeah? You can be Pep in, you can be Pep out. But if you say I will never be Pep out, or I'll never be Pep in, then you're not a Man City fan at that point, are you? We will lose 10-0 to the bottle job. I think Arsenal will beat us like 3-0. They'll play the ball around us, they'll beat us 3-0, we won't get close. Pep or Ange Postecoglou? Pep is still better. I'll take Thomas Frank at City. Yeah, I will take Thomas Frank at City for the season. If you're talking a transition season, Thomas Frank. Transition season, look for the big guy. Look for the big guy signature. Thomas Frank 1 season, then Thomas Frank, jog on, get in the new guy. If Thomas Frank ends up being better than we thought, no need to get him out, isn't it? A 4-0 loss to Tottenham, a 2-1 loss to Brighton. And United, yeah, we lost 1-2 to United. And a 5-1 loss to Arsenal would be hilarious. Would be sacked after that. Honestly, I don't think he would be. I think this guy could shoot someone and he still won't get sacked. Club Brugge fans are the biggest family in the whole of Belgium. Yeah, probably. Humland no to Man City. I don't know this Humland guy that much. Viana out, Pep out, local mob out, Caldoon out, Happy Clapper's out. I don't know why you're Caldoon out, but I mean, Caldoon has to take responsibility and sack Pep, but that's solely his decision to make. Bro, the stuff has to change. Stuff has to change. United and the derby, even though you want to be. I reckon that United could get a draw. I really do. Will you do Palermo game? Or do you not do non-league games as you abandoned the Club World Cup? The Club World Cup was separate. I did not watch the Club World Cup because I dislike the competition and I don't think it should exist. I do watch friendlies. I do watch every football other than the Club World Cup. I don't believe in the Club World Cup. I think it shouldn't exist. I said that well before the competition started. So I will watch Palermo. Actually, let me... Palermo and City. Okay, I can't fucking type apparently. Palermo. Fuck's sake. Oh my god, cool. There you go. Oh, okay, yeah, I can watch that. I can watch that. 9 PM, that's just fine. So yeah, I will be watching that game. Manchester is blue. And what is Man United? Get Kovacic to Feyenoord. There you go. There you go, Wim. We'll help your team out. You can have Kovacic. You'll ball out in Eredivisie. There you go. Local mob like Liam Lewis problem. That's not the problem. No part of the fan base is the problem. No part of the fan base is never the problem. The problem is the club. Clear Lake, they're moving. Yeah, for Chelsea. But they're making signings again. They signed another one today. Well, they didn't sign him yet, but they're looking at someone. They're looking to sign Hutton. Why aren't they signing someone after they won a trophy? Well, they've already signed someone. Much. Because they want to win, bro. Pep out. Get Pep. You're under. I don't know. You're not asked. I mean, I guess that means. This time, 1 month, we will be in a huge meltdown over the moon after the first 2 games, bro. If we are over the moon after the first 2 games, it shows that we learned not. I hope Pep is great next season. I hope we win every game and win the quadruple and all of that. I really do. But 2 games can't be over the moon. We've got to watch for 15 games. I just don't think, maybe 15 games is a bit. I just don't think some fans realize how special Pep is. And there'll never be another like him. But this is what you need to realize. Pep Guardiola is not the Pep he used to be. Pep Guardiola will never do what he used to do. So I agree, there will never be another like him. But he won't be like what he used to. At least not for the Man City. Proven everything here. Proven everything. There's nothing left to prove. He's done the 4-peat, no one's done that. He's done the treble. Alex Ferguson matched. He's won the Champions League without Messi. There you go. That's why he joins Bayern München. He wants to get away from the you can only do it with Messi stigma. He wants to do it at Bayern, the Champions League. So he went to Man City to win the Champions League and prove he can do it without Messi. At no point in his career has he ever gone to a club other than Barcelona because he loves that club. He doesn't love Man City. Let's start off with that. Yeah, maybe he likes Man City, but he doesn't love Man City. If Pep Guardiola gets an offer from Barcelona, he'll be right back. This guy has to improve. He has to be better than last season, or he has to go. It's that simple. He can't be trophless 2 seasons in a row in a team that he himself claims is a very big club. Imagine Twitter if we lose the first. I don't even want to imagine that. I don't even want to imagine that. Big up to Mancha. Gonzalez stays or not? I don't know. I mean, I'll show you the article. Out of waffling. There you go. So this is what it's saying. One of Nico or Gundogan will depart, and it looks like Gundogan is staying. So does that mean Nico Gonzalez leave? Possibly. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, but I think there's a big chance that he leaves. I'm Caldoon in. There you go. What do you think of the local mob? I mean, if you're fans, you're fans. I mean, that's all I can say, but some of it is ridiculous. Like, you're not a better fan because you grew up in Manchester. Like, some of it is ridiculous. Some of it is ridiculous. Mudryk still suspended for Chelsea or ban? I don't know. But I'm an Ajax fan. Get Kovacic to Feyenoord. Oh, you're trying to sabotage Feyenoord. Okay. Nah, they'll be fine. This time, 1 month, will you'll be doing match review, match reaction, match rant. Yeah, all of the above. Panels are frauds. Bro, panels sale prices keep rising. This fucking shit, yeah? You used to be able to go to panels and get a cheap fucking, I don't know, whatever, right? A cheap, you could get a cheap waffle, not waffle, like a cheap donut. You could get whatever you wanted there. Nowadays, bro, it's more expensive to buy 1 baguette at Panos than it is to go to the store, which is literally right next to it, buy 2 croissants and a Coke. But the prices are ridiculous at Panos. If not Pep, then who? I mean, I made a 20 manager list not too long ago. But Oliver Glasner, still available. He's called Pep. Michel Sanchez, literally our guy already. He's at Girona. Would like to see what he can do. Conte, I mean, it's too late now, but Conte was an option at some point. Zidane, still around there. We want to get Nagelsmann, but he leaves only after the World Cup. Zidane wants to be the France manager, but the France job only opens after the World Cup. So, Zidane, you want the France job, Zidane? Come in here. Come in here. After the World Cup, the France job opens up. You can leave, join France, and we'll go get Nagelsmann. I think that's just fine. So, you can go get Zidane. Which, by the way, people disrespecting Zidane, I don't understand. He's won a trophy every season he's been a manager. And he's come into proper woeful teams for Madrid. Well, not woeful, but like below Real Madrid standards. And he's won something with them. So, there you go, that's just a few managers. Nicky Hayen, you want to go experimental? Nicky Hayen, great manager right now in the Belgian League. Pognoli, another great manager in the Belgian League. Just won Union their first league title in 100 years. He's a hella clutch manager as well. There's a bunch of managers out there. There's so many managers out there. Luis Enrique, can you poach him from PSG after they won the treble? Maybe. Maybe. There's a lot of managers out there. Mancini would love to come back. Hey, maybe let him come back. Because of the Barcelona-Man City partnership they want to do of the connection. Which do you want to do that? No. No. I don't like this Barcelona-Man City 69 blowjob, suck each other off. Bro, it's not a gay orgy. Stop 69ing each other. Stop giving each other the best heads they've ever had. Move on. Move on. We're not Barcelona fans. Like, bro, I like watching Barcelona, but nah. This time, Marshall guy is the GOAT. Unlike Gogan and Sam Lee, who have gone missing for the rebuild. I mean, I don't really care about any specific journalists. I just look at the latest news. That's what I do. Breaking news, official. Rashford to Barcelona. Weird. Poznan 7-1 yesterday. Damn. It's sad the team that we stole the Poznan from, because the Poznan is actually a celebration we stole. We played in Poland. Can't remember the year, but it was a European game in Poland. And some team did the Poznan against us. And we copied that. There you go, so Man City history. I don't know the exact team. Someone tell me. Deschamps, France, no longer the best team in the world. Unfortunately, they play awful haram football since the Euros. Yeah, I don't want Deschamps. They've always played haram football. Yeah, fair. Viana out now, he's not clueless. I mean, we don't know if Viana is clueless. He's been here for like 6 months. We can't get out the people who have just gotten here. That's how we do a rebuild. A rebuild is by getting rid of the old guys, letting the new guys take over, and let's see how they do things. Because I bet you right now, Hugo Viana does not get what he wants. If Hugo Viana wants Gundogan to go, Pep Guardiola will say no, and Pep Guardiola will have the final say. I bet you right now. I don't think that most of this is Viana's fault. I think Viana is doing what he wants to do, and he gets vetoed, overruled by other people in the club. Whether that be board members, whether that be Pep, doesn't really matter. But he is ruthless. He has been ruthless at Sporting, and he would be at Man City, I believe. Sorry, I didn't answer the vacation question. No, not soon. Not soon. But I will be on vacation during December, because I'll be going to Budapest. Who gonna start on the right wing for the Club Brugge? Neither, I hope. They're both shit. Yeah, I go on holiday to Budapest December, but not in the summer. I only go on holiday when it's a bit colder. I fucking can't stand the summer weather sometimes. Anyhow, that's Gundogan talked about. There you go. Let's talk about Eriksen. From one thing to another. Ole ole. So, A lot of people seem to not trust this source. I mean, all you need to do is scroll down and a lot of people say it's fake. But a lot of people don't trust this source. Understandably, I don't care about this source. Because I have seen a story by a very well trusted source. I can't remember who it was. And it was before the summer. Pep Guardiola asked both goalkeepers, that means Ederson and Ortega, to stay. Pep wants them both to stay. He's asked them both. If Ederson stays, and Man City wants to keep Ederson, first of all, what are we doing here with Trafford? This is what we're doing, bro. This is what we've been doing for time now. We're fucking stroking it. We're stroking it all essential, but we're doing fuck all. A better goalkeeper. No thanks, I'll keep my washed up guy. Because he can pass the ball, guys. I don't give a fuck if you can pass the ball. You're not a midfielder. You're not a midfielder. How about you make a save? I could score against you. You should have seen me in my football tournament. I was shit, bro. But I could score against Ederson. That's how bad he is. Bro, left foot, right foot, all scored against Ederson. Give me a penalty against that guy. Bro, and we're talking about keep Ederson because some passes. We have 4 defenders who are all good at passing. Diaz not that good, but okay. Guardiola, great passer. Aitnuri, great passer. Nunez, who by the way is not a great right back, but that's what we have. Great passer. We have a midfield of Rodri, potentially, or Nico Gonzalez. Oh no, Nico Gonzalez is being fucked off. Anyhow, Gundogan, still a good passer. Reinders, great passer. Foden, solid passer. Sterky, Marmoush, all of them are good passers. Even Haaland is a great passer. Haaland is very good at passing the ball. He's one of the best passers in the Premier League. Go check the statistics. People just don't know this because Haaland barely touches the ball. We have 10 great passers. Just the goalkeeper have to be a great passer. We have all seen the modern goal kicks, where the centre back comes with the goalkeeper and the centre back moves the ball up the pitch. Why does the goalkeeper need to be a great passer? Goal kicks, centre back, come back, give him the ball, move it up the pitch. Corners, goalkeepers don't take corners, so don't worry about that. Building up from the back, clear it up. Clear it up. You've got Haaland, you've got Reinders, you've potentially got Rodri or Gonzalez, both physical, strong, good in the air. All of them. All of the players I just went through. Marmoush, good in the air. Guardiola, good in the air. So you've got all these players who are good in the air. Why not just move it up the pitch? If you really get pressured. Just this goalkeeper who is so great at passing but can't save a shot concede you more goals than the goalkeeper very good at stopping shots. You tell me, when you look at Donnarumma, what is more important? Why don't you go to vacation? I mean, that's your answer. That's your answer. In fact, let me make sure you can really read this. There you go. That's your answer. I mean, that's on my Twitter. Feel free to follow me. So that's why I don't go to vacation to Brugge. Every fucking day. Well, not anymore, but you get my point. Anyhow, let's close that. Like Club Brugge. Ederson can't save anything compared that to Trafford, Alfie. I agree. I don't know if he's that guy. I don't know. I'm not gonna trust you, no offense. I only trust my own eyes. So I don't know if he's that guy. But I know he's better than Ederson. And if he's not that guy, you can fuck him off. And if he is that guy, you keep him and you've got a young goalkeeper for the next 10 years. Rumors are saying Brian Brobby to Atalanta. That would surprise me, but I guess that's a good did leave. Ederson could not pass in the FIFA Club World Cup. His distribution was Donnarumma level. Donnarumma probably was better. Ederson or Simon Mignolet. I mean, that's easy. Mignolet. Mignolet has always been better than Ederson. People don't rate Mignolet because Liverpool's defense was shit. So if Mignolet played for Alisson, if prime Mignolet was at Liverpool, and they had Van Dijk and Konate, he would have been a very highly rated goalkeeper. Not as good as Alisson, but he'd have been rated very highly. People don't rate Mignolet because he played with a shit defense ahead of him. Here is our lineup versus Wolves at start. Ederson, Lewis, Akanji, Diazio. Now that's not gonna be our lineup. I doubt Lewis plays. Goal. Wait, they're playing right now. Bro, we're playing against SK Bran. Go on, Bran, bro. Go on, Bran. I don't want to play Salzburg. Go on, Bran. Please trust James Trafford. I mean, I don't doubt him. I can't do it. I'm not good at imitating voices. I don't distrust him, but I don't trust him either. Liverpool and Arsenal will clap your cheeks so hard next season, because what are we doing? Clap our cheeks even. Sorry, I read that as your cheek. False. Liverpool will definitely clap us. Bro? We're nowhere near. Oh, I thought you lived in England and used to live in Brugge, since you can now speak English. Most people in the world speak English, actually. Seriously, so what is Ederson good at now? Nothing. His distribution has fallen off. People like Lewis call for Ederson to be on... What? LB? You mean LB? Nah, that's mad. Else that's just you having an agenda. No way he is better than Ederson. Well, that just tells me you haven't watched me. No offense, that just tells me you haven't watched me. This guy is one of the best stopping goalkeepers when he was in his prime. Not anymore, but when he was in his prime, shot stopping he was different. With the Premier League, yeah, the problem is he played with Liverpool. I know you haven't watched Mignolet, because you only watch him at Liverpool. At Liverpool he looked worse than what he was, because the defense was shit. Mignolet, you look at his top games in the Champions League, consistently making 10 stops in a game. I believe he got 12 saves against Atletico Madrid when Brugge beats them. So, yeah. That's not even an offense on Ederson. Mignolet was a proper top quality goalkeeper. In fact, if it was not for Courtois, he would have been Belgium's starting goalkeeper. He was second option to stop for the years. So, the only thing that tells me is you haven't watched Mignolet. Let's go SK Bran. There you go. How isn't he better than Ederson? LB called for Ederson to be on 300k plus for months at the end of the season. Oh, that's mad. That's mad. I can't lie, that's proper mad. At SK Bran, that got Haaland. Oh yeah, they do have someone who's called Haaland, don't they? It's a centre back with a midfielder. SK Bran. Playing? Where is Haaland? Fake Haaland. There you go. Haaland. Erling Haaland on the pitch. With SK Bran. So sad. I don't get people saying I'm ridiculous for saying Trafford is better. It's just a thing of people want to... you know what the thing is, yeah? All our players are good enough, but we finished fourth. Or third, sorry. So all our players are good enough, but we lost an FA Cup final to Crystal Palace. All due respect to Crystal Palace, we should not have lost to Crystal Palace. So, all our players are good enough. The manager is not the problem. But we can't perform. So, the blame has to be somewhere. Either it's the players or it's the manager. It has to be something. People keep saying, oh, the players are good enough. Okay, fine. If you think the players are good enough, get rid of the manager. If the manager is not the problem, get rid of the players. There has to be a problem somewhere. You can't play poorly, can't get embarrassed by Al Hilal, and have everyone being good. That's not how it works. That's just not how football works. Do remember that Atletico Madrid 0-0 Club Brugge, red card, Shower. Soa, I think you mean. I do remember that. Alf, maybe Ederson will never be able to please you. Unlike you, I am not close-minded. You literally admitted that you will never change your mind on Pep Guardiola. If Ederson makes saves and is good again, I will change my opinion. You openly admitted to being close-minded earlier, and now you're calling me close-minded? I don't appreciate that. Don't project your own close-mindedness onto me. Don't do that. If you can't change your mind, if you can't change your mind, if you can't change your mind on something, don't tell other people that they can't change their mind. I've changed my mind in the span of a watch-along. The FA Cup semi-final, I believe it was. In that watch-along, I changed my mind in the span of that watch-along. So, I can change my mind when I'm presented with evidence. That is good. You openly admitted you can't. So fair enough, you do you, but don't tell me I'm close-minded when you literally put in this exact message just a moment ago. Let me scroll up here, get the message. I'm going to find this message, give me a second. There you go. Don't tell me I can't change my mind when you literally said Pep, I will never be Pep out. Don't tell me that. Do remember, Club Brugge 1-1 PSG Champions League, Hans van Aken goal. What was your prediction? My prediction was 5-0 PSG. PSG was shit that day, Messi as well. Being a flip-flop is a good thing. There's a difference between being open-minded and being a flip-flop. Being open-minded means with enough evidence you change your opinion on something. Being a flip-flop is one day Man City wins a game, you're the Pep in. Next day Man City loses, you're the Pep out. That's what a flip-flop. Being open-minded means over time, you can change your opinions if the evidence is there to suggest that you are wrong. Because he's the greatest that ever is and ever will be. Pep? Well, no, there will be someone greater at some point. That's the nature of greatness. There will always be someone greater. There will always be a bigger fish in the pond, you know what they say. But, that he's the greatest that it ever was, I would even disagree with that. I think he is a great, sure, but I don't think he was the greatest that ever was. I think his trophy count is the greatest it is, because he got lucky, to be honest, with the players he's had. That doesn't take away from his greatness, but trophies alone don't make him the greatest of all time. Erdl is on fire and she is cooking. Erdl or Girdle? She is cooking raw fish. Sushi. I like sushi. To be fair, sushi is banger. I love me some. Cook me some sushi. She even cooks. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm trying to be optimistic, but this shit is depressing. Bro, I tried being optimistic at the start of the summer, but bro, I'm starting to get annoyed now. I'm starting to get proper annoyed now with what's happening. I tried to be optimistic at the start of the summer, but bring Erdal on for the debate. Drop the link. I'll never bring someone on that I don't know. I will only bring people on that I know. Like other YouTubers, I'll bring on because I've seen them on YouTube. I'll bring on friends, I'll bring on that sort of stuff. I'll never bring on somebody I don't actually know. So, that's nothing against Erdal or you in particular, but if you don't know what happened on Sava's channel yesterday, Sava was live streaming a call-in show, everyone could click on the link. Someone changed their screen to porn. Now Sava, luckily, was quick enough to close YouTube and end the stream. He was quick enough to do that before the porn showed up on YouTube. Because there's a 30 seconds delay. If you are not quick enough to do that, your channel can be fucked. So that's why I will never bring on someone I don't know. No offense, but I'll never do that. I will never be he's giving us the greatest times as a City fan. Sure. Yes. But that doesn't mean he can continue to be shit. He's been shit last season. Let's say it as it is. He was shit last season. Thank you for all the great times, but I want my future to be good as well. If my future is looking grim, nah, I've already talked about this. I won't bring random people, with all due respect, that I don't know, on. I won't even know how to, I don't have a channel. Yeah, no worries, Erdal. You also don't have to come on if you don't. Even if I was going to send you the link, if you don't want to, you don't want to. But, nah. I'll never send someone the link, but what you did in the past, it's not a good progenitor for what you did in the future. Because otherwise, Jose Mourinho will still be a great manager right now, and he isn't. Anyhow, this is what it comes to. This is what it comes to. When you keep Gundogan, when you keep Ederson, someone has to go. Our squad size is too big. Someone has to go. Look at who's going. It's Echeverri. The entire fan base told me how great this guy is. Now I've got no fucking expectations for it, because I've barely seen. The entire fan base told me this kid is so great. Where's the kid going? Girona? To never come back? What happens to our low knees? They are banished to another realm and they never come back. Name the last loaned player to play regular minutes for Man City. I doubt you can. There's not been a single one in the Pep era. When you get loaned out at Man City, game over. GG. So, Echeverri, this is stuff. This is stuff. So this is what we're doing. We're keeping Ederson, we're keeping Gundogan, we're keeping all these players. Akanji, so Yumaba can go out on loan. Stones, and we loan out Echeverri. A promising young talent, who may be great, may be shit. But let's find that out. Let's find that out, right? And we don't even get the opportunity to find that out. So, this is what it comes to. This is what it comes to. We're not just talking about short-term future. We're talking long-term future. The rebuild, which is firmly in Pep's hands, it's like a fucking statue. You know that meme from Solo Leveling? The statue in Solo Leveling? No, that's this fucking rebuild. That's a rebuild. That fucking statue. But with the big smile as it's taking the piss. Let me fucking find that. Solo Leveling meme. Statue. There you go. There you go. Oh god. That almost fucked up. God. Let me just do the normal one. Let me just do the normal. This is our rebuild. A fucking decrepit statue looking at us, taking the piss. This is our rebuild. I'm just a fan, not a YouTuber. That's just fine. Is Vincent Company your second favorite ever player? Honestly, I'll still say Nasli. To be honest. I like Nasli. To be honest. De Bruyne is my favorite ever Man City player. My favorite Club Brugge player is I don't know actually. Ruud Vormer or Van Aken, one or the other. Yeah. I like Company as well. Company infected by local mob. He loves Manchester as a home. What's wrong with that? I hope Spain women win. Germany gonna come through. Germany gonna bam Spain and bam the English. They will always tell me if it wasn't for the locals, you would not have a club to support. I mean, that is true. That is true. This is why I don't not watch Liam Lewis Connect anymore. They associate with the local mob. And I guess you might as well stop watching me. It's nothing wrong with being a local fan. It's nothing wrong with being a foreign fan. Stop gatekeep. You don't need to gatekeep fan bases. Bro, foreign or like rival fans look at Man City right now and they laugh at how we take the piss out of other fans. And local fans do it. When foreign fans do it, same story. Don't do it. Don't do that to people. Why do you not like Sergio? There's been plenty of Sergios. All history. Have to be a bit more exact with that word. I like Sergio Aguero, if that's what meant. Manchester City is a nightmare. At the moment, it's just taking the piss, bro. Aguero. I like Aguero. I like Aguero. I don't know why you think I don't like Aguero, but I love him even. For a matter of fact, I love Aguero. But people, Man City fans overrate him. That's the honest truth. Man City fans putting him in debates with the best ever strikers, that's ridiculous. I see people comparing Aguero to Lewandowski. I'm sorry. Aguero, great player. Lewandowski? Bro. So, I love Aguero, but I just think some Man City fans take it too extreme. Like David Silva. I see some Man City fans saying that David Silva was better than Xavi Iniesta. Then why did he not play ahead of Xavi Iniesta for the national team, right? But I love these players. I just think that Man City fans sometimes get too biased. Look like our Erling. Well, I've had long hair well before Erling Haaland came to Man City, so that's got nothing to do with Haaland. That's got nothing to do with him. I've had long hair before Haaland came to Man City. I'm letting it grow longer. I'm gonna let it grow all the way to my shoulder, like the bottom of my shoulder blades. So I'm not gonna look like Erling. I'm gonna be Jesus when my beard grows back in. I'm gonna grow it back in like the 2nd of August. I'm gonna start growing it back out. Because I timed how my beard looked after 2 weeks. I liked it. I'm gonna let it grow for 2 weeks before August the 16th. Anyhow. Kevin De Bruyne. It's not on the same table as Xavi Iniesta. I don't care what anyone tells me. No, De Bruyne was. De Bruyne was, in my opinion, but not David Silva. De Bruyne was a genuine great. Or is on the same table. Sorry, I misread that. Yes, I agree. Completely, I agree. What happened to Ruthlessness? Yeah. My apologies, I read that wrong. My apologies. Ruthlessness is a fucking myth, bro. Keep all the old players. It's a rebuild, guys, but we're keeping all the same players. It's a rebuild, bro. And that's all I want to know. Where is this rebuild that people talk about? People are saying that it's a rebuild. I want to know where this rebuild is. I want to know who are the new players we're bringing in, who are the old players who are leaving? A rebuild is 3 steps. Yeah, 3 steps. New players, old players leave, and a new system. New system, we wait until season starts, so let's not talk about system yet. But the first 2 steps, new players in, our old players out. We've gotten Sherky in, great. Leenders, okay, didn't really need that, but I love to have him. And we've gotten Ait Nuri in. Again, I love Ait Nuri, but we needed a right back. So if we go get a right back, now suddenly Ait Nuri is a great luxury player. But a right back is priority, and we don't have a right back. A goalkeeper. We need a new goalkeeper. It's just as that simple. I don't care who's the new goalkeeper. It's just scared we get a new goalkeeper. Get that new goalkeeper? Great. Then you can go get your older luxury players. They will make your team better. But we're not doing that. What we are doing is we keep everyone. We signed 3 players, one of which necessary, Sherky, to add creation. Dangerous, not the highest priority, but I'm very happy with. Ait Nuri, great player to have, but not our priority. So there's no ruthlessness. All the signings are made to accommodate players we already have. All the new signings are coming in to make sure Gundogan, but United Silva can still play football. That's why they come in. There's no ruthlessness in that. 23 days until the season begins. Are Man City ready to attack? Attack went fine, the rest not as much. Why do you need a new goalkeeper? Oh. Damn. The only goalkeeper who's worse than Ederson is yours. Onana is the only goalkeeper in the Premier League who's worse right now. Starting goalkeeper. By the way, Sander Lammens, that you're signing, an Antwerp player. He's a very good goalkeeper, Sander Lammens. I don't know if he's Premier League level, but he's a very good goalkeeper. There you go, you've got an upgrade. I have seen you at times in Sava's chat. Where are you from? Guys, just read my channel description. It's not in my channel description. Oh, well, Belgium. There you go. The lineup for the Germany women and Spain women is out, I assume you. If I see Bernardo on the wing, I'll lose. It's true. He's not gonna play on the wing, I believe. Oh, by the way, thank you for subscribing, because I don't believe you were subscribed before. So... Bro. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking right now? What I'm thinking... In fact, let me open lineup builder. Let me show what I'm thinking. Rather than just softening. Lineup builder. There you go. This is what I think will be played. Yeah. And 6 starting 7 if Pep if I was Pep. No, this is what Pep will do. This is what Pep will do. 4-2-3-1, I reckon. I mean, it won't be a 4-2-3-1, but on paper, 4-2-3-1. We'll have Ederson. Yay. Nunez. What a great option at a right back. Not a great right back, though, is he? We're gonna have Diaz and Guardiol. Okay, Diaz, Guardiol, I'm fine with that. No worries. Ait Nuri. Okay, fine. Now, remember, Rodri is not going to play most of the season. Or, well, he's not going to play all of the next season. So, who's going to play instead of Rodri? Reinders. Okay. I see you. And Gundogan. Okay. Then Foden. Okay, Foden. Love, Erling. Erling Braut Haaland. Love you, Erling. And then Marmoush, probably left wing. Yeah, fine, fine. And then you're gonna have Silva here. This is what we're gonna play like. So that new signing we made, fancy player in Cherki, he's gonna hold bench. I tell you right now, he's gonna hold bench. He's gonna play games, of course. He's gonna hold bench a lot. Why sign players if your manager doesn't care? Bijimala. Yeah, Onana is shit, I know. Yeah, our goalkeeper is one step above Onana, which is not a lot better. Oh, okay. Well, you're doing the Spain versus Germany matchup. No, I'll look at that later. Do you understand a language called Afrikaans? I understand it when someone speaks very slowly. If you speak slowly, I'll understand it, but otherwise, no. Obviously, I do speak Flemish and Dutch, but Afrikaans, if you speak slowly and some words I can understand, but on a whole, maybe not. Anyhow, to round up the stream, because I've been live for a while. Mourinho. You want to talk about great managers? There you go. We'll take some words from Jose Mourinho. And people say Jose Mourinho is shit, so we'll take some words from Pep Guardiola right after that. So let's see what Jose says. Jose thinks that if you don't adapt, you'll fall behind. Oh shit, I've been saying that for years. If you don't adapt, you'll fall behind, basically, is what he's saying. You've got to change up. That's... You wanted Stadio Bravo, and he signed Ederson. Not sure what his implication is here, but what I do know is we need a new goalkeeper. If you're going to die with your idea, that's stupid. Now, if you think I'm wrong, if you think Jose Mourinho is wrong, let me scroll just a bit. Let me scroll just a bit, because I quoted out, or I put out a quote here from Pep. This is a real Pep Guardiola quote. You can look it up in your own free time. If you can't improve, move forward and accept your reality. Me as manager and the players, if the players believe what they have done in the past is enough with me, they are completely wrong. There you go. Toxic and negative, but the past I don't give two fucks about. For the players or the manager. Be good or get out. Honestly, it's that simple. Anyhow, I'll leave it there. Alfred, I'm gonna redirect the stream to Football Cartilage. Big up to him. Guys, please, Pep Guardiola. Actually, get these plates out. Get in the new, guys. Get these plates out. Please, especially Ederson and Gundogan. Those two most of all. Please, I beg, pray, every day. Please, I'm just asking nicely. Alfred, big up to Football Carnage. Stick in here, it will redirect you automatically. I'll see you guys on the next one.